Thanksgiving night. The turkey sat in the center of the table like a trophy, untouched but worshipped. My mother's voice cut through the chatter. "Why can't you be like your brother? He's a doctor." Her words hung in the air like smoke. Everyone laughed, except me. My brother leaned back, wine glass in hand, smirk sharp enough to slice the silence. He soaked in their approval like a man bathing in sunlight. I smiled. Not wide, just enough. Then I unlocked my phone, slid it across the table. "You might want to read this before dessert," I said. The laughter died. His hand trembled before it even touched the screen. By the time he finished the first sentence, the glass was forgotten. The family looked at me like I was a stranger who'd slipped in through the back door. And maybe I was. I used to look up to him. That's the part no one remembers. As kids, he was the golden one, charming, flawless, the one teachers adored. I was the shadow, the afterthought. And still, I admired him. I trusted him. Even when we grew older, I defended him. When he borrowed money and forgot to return it, I said he was just stressed. When he snapped at me in front of friends, I swallowed my pride. He was the brother. I was the other. But respect has limits, and betrayal rewrites bloodlines. I noticed it in fragments. My father's will had been updated after his stroke. My brother handled the paperwork. He insisted I didn't need to worry about the details. Later, I overheard him on the phone. Words cut through the thin wall. Transfer, sell, nobody checks. My gut twisted. I didn't confront him, not then. I waited, watched. A pattern emerged. Money missing. Accounts closed. My father's savings gone. My inheritance erased. And the documents signed in shaky handwriting that wasn't my father's. Forgery. Fraud. My brother, the doctor, the hero at Thanksgiving, was nothing more than a thief in a white coat. I didn't rage. I didn't scream. Rage is sloppy. Revenge requires silence. So I learned. I studied signatures, collected statements, dug into his records at the hospital. What I found was dirtier than I imagined. Insurance fraud, prescriptions written for patients who didn't exist, kickbacks from suppliers. Each piece fit like a puzzle he'd built with arrogance, thinking no one would notice. I noticed. The plan took months, quiet months. I made copies of everything, notarized, time-stamped. I built a case like a surgeon working in reverse, cutting deeper until the rut was exposed. And then I waited for the perfect stage. Thanksgiving. Because revenge tastes best when the room is warm, the wine is flowing, and the victim believes he's untouchable. Back at the table, my brother stared at the screen, his face drained. "What is this?" he whispered. But the room was too silent for whispers to hide. I leaned forward, elbows on the wood polished with generations of family meals. Hospital records, bank transfers, forged signatures. I labeled the pages so it's easy to follow. My mother frowned, confused. "What are you talking about?" I didn't answer her. I watched him. Only him. His jaw clenched, his breath quickened. He knew. Fraud, theft, insurance scams, I continued. My voice didn't rise. It didn't need to. "You've been busy, brother." Forks froze midair. My uncle coughed into his napkin. My mother shook her head, denial clinging like a shield. But the evidence lay in front of him, glowing on the screen, undeniable. "Lies," he spat, but his voice cracked. "He's jealous, always jealous." I let the accusation hang, then tilted my head. The state board will love to hear that, along with the IRS and the police. I made sure they all got copies this morning. That was the moment. The exact second he realized it wasn't just family shame waiting for him, it was handcuffs. His glassy eyes darted to the door, like escape was possible. It wasn't. "You destroyed me," he muttered, barely audible. I smiled again. Calm, final. "No, you destroyed yourself. I just turned on the lights." The family looked at me like I'd gutted him on the table. Maybe I had. Not with a knife, but with truth, sharper than any blade. My mother wept, begging for denial, for some alternate explanation. But deep down, she knew. She always knew he wasn't flawless. She just chose the prettier lie. My brother stood, chair scraping against tile. His hands shook so badly he could barely hold his phone. He left without a word. No one followed. The next morning, news broke. A respected doctor under investigation. Fraud, theft, prescription abuse. His face was everywhere. Mine wasn't. I sipped my coffee in silence, the sun breaking through the blinds. For the first time, I didn't feel like the shadow. People say revenge doesn't heal. Maybe they're right. But sometimes it's not about healing. It's about balance. About proving that no crown is permanent, no throne untouchable.